Right guys, I'm after some help. I've dug all this up and it was riddled with nettles. There's a little bit of couch grass, but looking at the state of the soil, there's like rusty bits. I think it's when he's had a fire, he's just piled all the soil or whatever he's burned into there. So what would you do with all this? It goes all the way along there. There must be about 20 bags of soil here, which I don't particularly want to take to the tip, but if I have to, I don't want to contaminate my soil. Is there any way you can filter it? Do you burn it? I mean, I've sieved some there, but I haven't put it on any of my beds because it is quite alright stuff when it's sieved. There's some good stuff mixed in with some not so good stuff like here. These are just like solid lumps of something, which to me looks like compacted fire mud, because I've had fire before with mud in it, and that's what it ends up with. I know there's a canny few nettles that is now full of them. A few brambles, mainly nettles. So yeah, my question is, what would you do with all of this? Well, the paraffin has finally come to its end. These are all bone dry. So they've been on, oh, how long have they been on? A week? When did I sow these? Yeah, they've been on about a week. So I'm going to use 2 of them on all of them. I think these, oh, let's have a look. This one was a lot of money because I used it for the motorbike. What is it, 4 litres? So 8 litres lasts a week. What's 8 litres? It's like 2 gallon, is it? I think it's 2 gallon a week. So they're not cheap to run. But someone's just messaged us about the fire, so something might change very soon. Sorry, I'm spinning around. I was taking some rubbish to the tip. I've got like a little stand for my phone to try and record over the top of the flowers, so I can bend it and shape it and twist it however I want. Right, better crack on. So, been today, and I've got I'm looking for the camera on here. I'm used to being up that side. I managed to pick up a log fire, so I'll spin you around and show you what we've got. 2 seconds. So, I need somewhere to sit on this sitting tool. As you can see, I'll zoom out a bit. Right, so got an 8 kilowatt log burner. As you can see, it has never been used ever. Never seen it. There's the chimney bit. Yes, it's never been used. The person I got it off messaged us. I put an advert on Facebook, just looking for one, and she says I can have this one and 5 bags of logs for 50 quid. So I snapped it up, and it's just thrown in. Oh, I'll show you. There's, as you can see, these bags of logs. Don't really had some strong help. They done all the lifting. Got a couple of bags of Humax there, Dave. Humax. Let's give it a gun. B&Q wooden stove spray. So I'm going to get the rust off. She also give us this sort of polytunnel type little thing for now. So I'm going to get this rust taken off. I'll set yours up. And because it is, she put it in the shed, and the shed had a drip which was dripping directly onto this. So, which was a bit of a shame, but nothing I shouldn't be able to buff up. So I'll get you set up and we'll crack on with this. Just a little update. So I'm getting on, I've gutted and took the top off so I can get into it. I cannot get this brass bar out. Took the main door off, but I just can't. I wanted to get this off so I can give it a good clean, but it's just not moving. And with it being brass, I don't want to start whacking it, so it's just going to have to stay in where it is while I give it a clean up. See if I can get excuse me, some brass or something to buff this up, because I don't want to use brass buffers on brass because it'll not do it any good. So yeah, I shall just continue. It's been a bit of an awkward thing, and battery life's not going to last forever anyway. So keep on persevering. See you soon. Well, it's no showroom standard, but that'll do me. Knock the bulk of the rust off. Just need to get some brass or something to clean the brass bits. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't burn off, but I forgot to open the windows when I was spraying it, and it was like a cloud of fumes, and one of the paraffin heaters was on. So I nearly crapped myself. Ran over and blew that out before I blew myself up. So I just need to get the base sorted because it's right wonky donkey here. I'm going to put some sand down, lay a flag on, and then sort out what I'm going to do to stop this setting on fire. There'll probably be some insulation board or something I'll have to buy. I've got a flue. My parents had one knocking around, so I've got one metre of flue here. So I'm going to have a look and see if I can get another one cheap online, and then just have it straight up. And you meant to have 3 metres of flue, so I might have to go on a little bit higher. Sorry, I'm just showing a wall there. But yeah, I'm over the moon with that. Little ding dang do for me. Well, good morning guys, it's Monday. Thought I'd just come up and see how this is looking. Fine. It's looking fine. So I need to level the floor out. I've got a couple of little, they're not even flagstones really, they're just little paving stones which I want to put down there. Put some sand under to try and level it. I can't record doing it because there's just no room to put the camera where I'm putting this. You would just see either my backside or my back. So I'll just take photos as and when it's getting done, and I'll put them on. So I shall crack on with this. Well, I've got the slab down. I don't know whether to put another one at the front. I'm still deciding on that, or if that's alright. Because it's just for in here, so it should be fine. It's level enough for me. It's not bang on perfect, but it's near as damage for an allotment shed. So yeah, flue's just up. I'm just going to run the flue straight up through the roof. I don't know whether to get the B&Q sell this sort of hardy board, and I don't know whether to just pin it to the back, and it kind of set on fire. It's cement board, and that'll sort of be a flame retardant, plus it'll bridge those gaps that have appeared. So I'm deciding on that now, and then I'll have to make like a little frame to support that before I drill it out, because once I cut that out it'll just fall down. So I can't really do much now till Thursday, till I get this other flue. So you can see the other one in the dump. It's just stood up there. So I've got that one for in here. That one will give off heat, in the twin flue which I'm putting through the roof will insulate, so it'll not get as hot on the outside for when it goes through the roof. As for being up here, there's not much I can do really. All the paraffin's run out. I'm not going to bother buying any more paraffin with us having this and all them bags of wood, the kindling. Oh, excuse me, just go through stars in their eyes. And there's tons, loads of logs that have been in the shed for years. Bags of kindling. So I've got plenty of wood and kindling. There's 3 bags there. Aye. This should give us this as well. Sorry, I just mentioned it yesterday. I don't know what it is. She just says I can have it. Grow tunnel with PVC cover. Ah, that'll come in handy. I mean, I wouldn't put it out the minute. It might end up in Bangkok blown away, but it'll all come in useful. I've just remembered it, I didn't take the rust off here. So I'm going to get on and do that now. Get this cleaned up, give it a spray. Bye bye. Well, I was just sorting my paraffin out and look who just running to say hello. Oh, it's injured. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to sort this out. Well, that was a bit sad, but it's no longer in any pain. Oh, excuse me. But, sorry, I'm spinning quick. It seems as though the onions are trying to poke through. There is life. Well, some of them. So, yeah, I'm not giving up on them just yet. There's not really I can do here. I don't want to plant any more seeds yet. Sorry, I'll just get this shut. I don't really want to plant any more seeds yet. It's still quite early. He flew. Yoo-hoo! I'm sick of tidying up at the minute. I'd rather just wait till I get that up and then I can start burning things as I find them. Obviously wooden things. Plastic I just take down to the tip on a weekend. But I'm going to get rid of all these paraffin heaters, see if I can sell them. I need to try and find the lid for that. Unless someone wants like a big bowl looking thing. Oh yeah. The doors sprayed. Got the rust off, just give it a quick spray. And leave that to set. Yeah, it's just lots of something. the lid. So, anything I've decided I'm not going to have 3 beds of strawberries in the future. So I want to keep the bottom bed strawberries and use these for growing something else, because this is like a 20-foot. I mean, I'm never going to eat all the strawberries. So even if I have the bottom 2 with strawberries, and this one I'm going to dig out after the end of the season, because one, I don't know how many years the strawberries have been in, so, and 2, it's just buttoned down with weeds. Garlic's coming on canny. It's looking champion. No sign of any of the tulips. These ones that I brought from the other allotment are starting to come through. I sort of potted them half in the soil, so they were going to come through anyway. No sign of me hyacinths. Blueberries gone to bud. That blueberry's gone to bud. Gooseberries, spiky and nasty. And the raspberry canes look like they've taken, because there's leaves coming out the top. As you can see there. That's good. Had an idea of Dave's show, so I'm going to cover these fronts in plastic, because there's gaps in between all of them. Similar to what he's done with the felt. I suppose I could felt them even, but even if I just hoist some plastic on, because they're starting to fall to bits. See here? You can see in. So I was thinking of either just taking all the boards off and putting some flake board, or whatever you call it. It's the proper name what the builders use. It's like flaky stuff. And then putting something on top of that. Just because the bottoms are quite rotten. I don't know. I've got the roof to fix. I've got this fence. The wind's blew this fence in. Yes. See it there. And I'll make it a bit wider. There we go. You can see this fence is boogered. So I'm going to have to use the posts that are down there. So yeah, it's, once I get my fire in, I can start burning some of that wood that's in the chicken crate as fuel, and I'll get through that. That'll warm the greenhouse up enough to grow my seeds, because I reckon we're in for a cold snap. This is what I was doing the other day. There was like another sort of compost bin here, which is dismantled, but underneath this concrete bed. Concrete bed here, so it's all flagged under here. So I don't know whether to put my shed here. I've still got to clear it out and riddle it. I spoke to someone on Dean's forum and he said just sieve it out, because there's glass, stone, plastic, weeds, you name it, it's in there. I mean, chopping down this black currant, I spoke to them and they said I can just chop it away because it's going wild. And then once this composted, once this stuff's like mushed down, I'll get rid of that. And my beds, my compost bins are going to start from that end, and this is going to be something else. I was going to put bees here, but I don't think it's going to be a wise choice. So I'm going to just see what comes into my mind. It's one of them things, as you start working on it, something will pop in your head and think, oh, that's a good idea, that. I mean, I could always put my shed here. After, like, once I've got it in, I could put my shed there and keep all the chicken feed in, and it's right beside the chickens. I could attach it to the side and make it into a chicken house where they can come in and lay the eggs. I mean, there's one on the other side, so it'd be quite pointless, but there's so many ideas. I've still never seen my neighbours. It's been like 2 weeks since I got here, so I've spoken with the chairman, and there's nobody on the waiting list for my plot. So I'm going to take my plastic. I'm not going to leave it because I was weighing it up and it'll cover that. So I might as well just fix this up. Sorry if it's windy, it's always windy at the minute. I'm going to go around with some something to get rid of the sharp edges and get some heat tape and strengthen this up. I reckon that'll last. I reckon it'll last another couple of years. The frame is pretty solid. Wait, I say that. So I've just come to me wormery that I have in my garden. You can see all these baby worms. There's absolutely loads of them, which is all good. So I might have some worms for my wormeries after all. Now the question is, do I steal the worms out of this one? I'll just leave it. I'm just going to leave it, let this get established, and then I'll just steal some worms later in the spring. Well, as you can see, I've just filled it with a bit of compost from my compost pile. There's some cord under there because I've brought me 2 worm bins, you'll see them sort of there, and they're full of worms. They're what I had in the house, so I thought I might as well bring it around here, and then once they're established I'll take it back home. So I'm just going to get on with that now. As you can see on the bottom, there's big worms and loads of little tiny ones, so I'm going to wash them off, like really baby ones. That's all good, so I'm just going to quickly wash them off and into here with another one here which is loaded up with baby worms. So all that's going to go in, and then that'll be the beginning of the wormery. Woo! Well guys, this is going to be a bit of a mashup of everything in this video. I must apologise because I've sort of done a bit of everything. Like, I've got the fire down here, but I haven't got all the stuff to complete it, so that's just going to be done bit by bit, hopefully be finished by this weekend. I was just going to keep recording the weekend, but I've got so many clips I'll probably end up with like an hour long video, and that's not what I want. So I'll spin you around and just give you a quick update of where I'm doing now. So with regards to the fire, that's there. I've just given the brass bits a little bit of a polish. I've got to strengthen this roof, so I've got to get a couple of CLS, or whatever they're called, to the board beams to go down here just to support this roof, because it's it'll collapse if I cut through it. I've just seeded up sown. Alright, that's the word I'm looking for. Some celeriac and some celery. I've turned all these paraffin lights off. Lamps off. It's just, I'm too paranoid about just leaving an exposed flame, especially after Dave had to put a fire out. It was just, that was the nail in the coffin for me. So all these are going up for sale. I'm going to get rid of them. Use some money to pay back for the fire. I mean, the fire, like I say, was only 50 quid. So I can sell these for about £10 each or something. You know, £5. I'm just going to sell them all. The grapevine, I think, is pretty much dead. I've come to the conclusion that that died in the other polytunnel. I haven't given up on it, but it's pretty much looking knackered. Nothing's come through. Now that I've turned all the paraffin heaters off, it's freezing in here now. So what? 9 degrees in here now. So a massive difference. So everything's just sort of stumped. Onions are growing. They're coming through canny. There's this celery and celeriac that I've just planted. Dahlias aren't doing nothing. Is doing nothing. Pretty much. Because I've now got a cold greenhouse. But come the weekend, it'll be back up and running and sorted. Yeah, through the little tent. This is still a shithole, really. The only way to describe it. It's full of logs, which I'm going to have to chop down. I mean, I could leave them with one big log and just leave it smouldering as the night goes on. But as I say, this is just to be continued, really. It's going to take a long time to get through all of this. I've got so many good ideas and not enough money and time to do it. The wormery, it's not smashing. I've half filled the way, 3/4. Excuse me. A quarter filled that. There's a worm trying to escape up the side here. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, because if they're trying to escape, there's something the matter with it. Hopefully it's not anything in there that's they're allergic to, or whatever the hell it's called. Garlic's looking lovely. Yeah, the beds are looking fine. There's still no sign of me hyacinths here. There's the ones in the house are blasting through. Aye, so it's just the normal typical winter. Just waiting for spring. So I hope everyone's alright. What I'm thinking of doing is I might just leave the videos for a few weeks. Just so I can concentrate and get on, because I'm trying to crack on, and I'm thinking, should I be taking a video to show people what I'm up to and what I'm doing? So I think till I get on top of it, I've got loads to take the tip. I'm just going to crack on, and then I'll show you what the end result is. Because I need to get knuckles down and digging away. I tried starting to turn that bed over there, but as you can see, I only got a little corner done and my knee was screaming at us. Yeah. So what? I can't wait to get this fire away, because I'm just going to chop all of this down to little bits, and I'm going to make like a little kindling shed and whatever. I'll put them in bags and then just burn it all. And once it's all gone, I'll get the chickens. So the sooner this goes, the better. So I'm a bit sore the day, so I'm not dining out. I'm tempted to have a few days off until I get this fire on. I'm one of these people, when I get it in my head, it needs done. And the fire in my heat needs done. I see the size of these bloody Brussels, man. I mean, they are massive. You see this? Like bloody giant golf balls. They'll be coming out shortly as well. So I'll see you all in a couple of weeks, and I think Dean's got a chat on tonight. So 9 o'clock, Dean lost the plot. He's got a live chat, so I'll be tuning into that. So if you're there, I'll see you later. Bye bye.